For the cover, I cut here my chipboard pieces, and this is a new one for me. This is also from Mintai, and this calls Mintai Chippies. I will try this. This is a little bit lighter than the chipboard I normally use. It's easier to cut than the other one, but it's more bendable. I will see. I hope this will works fine. I have cut my pieces for the front and the back in the measurement 9 inch by 8.5, 9 by 8.5, 2 times. And this is my spine that measures 3 inch by 8.5. So, and I prepared already on the back side my chipboard with some double-sided tape, and then I will do a guideline. So, and I can start to glue the first one on my papers. This time I use a really big white paper I cut in the measurements I need for the chipboard, for the cover. So try to do this up front so we can work from here, hopefully in one step. So I also have chosen the best edge from my chipboard. Then I will set this down here on my help line. So my spacer and the next piece. So, and this goes on here. Let me spread the glue from the back side. So next step is to put here around some double-sided tape and on my chipboard, and it looks like that I can cut this a little shorter. It's a little bit too much paper. This looks good. This looks really good. I like this paper. So normally I would not bend this yet because I would decorate it, or I would cover up the inside. But in this case I will do something here on the spine, and for this I need this uncovered. For the cover I have some sheets in reserve, and this is this one for the front and the back, because on the front you will not see very much of these background papers. We will do a very big decoration with flowers, with laces, with everything, so we don't need this with a nice image. And for the spine I will use this one, because I have here these soft, really soft mesh fabric, and I will do this on the cover with, yeah, kind of a bow. For this I need a piece of this fabric, and I think I will cut a piece off. I don't measure this, I eyeball this. I only cut here a piece off and see if I can do this what I have in mind. So I was playing a little bit around with these mesh and some laces and some ribbons to see what I want to have here on my spine. And I have an idea, and now I know how my cover will look like. Before we can go to the inside, we definitely have to do the spine and the decoration paper for the front and for the back. That's it. And then we can go to the inside, cover this here up, and we can go to the binding, putting our pages inside. Then I will see what I will have on the front and back inside cover page. Maybe only some design paper, I don't know. I will see how many space I have left. And then we can go to the outside and for the final decoration. So this is my front, this is my back. The first thing I want to do is to glue down here my design paper. And I have already cut the papers for front and back also. And this will go around my cover here, because I don't like this edge here on the cover, so I will cover this up. And this is about a 1-inch overhang left and right. So I will find the perfect spot. Let me measure this. This looks good. So we have to place this on here. Then I will make a mark where I have to glue down my paper. This is fully covered up with some double-sided tape, and I will use also some glue. There's something inside. Yeah. Okay, then here, top and bottom, the same space. I have to put this a little bit more to me. and we burnish this down. Yeah, this looks good. I like this. Okay, the next step. I will place the papers left and right, front and back. This is the front and this is the back. On my back piece I put already here my little plate on, handmade by BeeScrap, and I also have layered this with some double-sided tape. I will see that I have on the left side top and bottom the same space, and then I can place this down, and that gives me here about a ½ inch of these overhang from my spine. And here we will place some ribbon on the front, some lace and some ribbon. This is the reason why we have to do this first before we can cover up the inside, because of the lace and the seam binding, that this is nicely covered up also. This is a little bit too wide here, but now it sticks, so we have to live with this. But it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Should be a little bit more to the outside. There I have something sticking under. So this is the cover so far, and now I will go here to my spine, and for this I will work here with these mesh, and I will layer this. I will glue this here on the inside from my cover, and I will do here in the middle, I have to measure this, 2 eyelets, and I will go through from the inside to the outside through these eyelets and make a nice bow, and the mesh will go here to the bow and then goes up here and goes wider. Hopefully you understand what I mean, but first I will layer here these pieces, and I have some strips. I think 5. I will use 5 strips. And 1 in the middle. So let me cut this straight. I tried to cut this straight. And I have to secure this. I think I will secure this with some double-sided tape. Then I can't do this. No, just wait. Let me put this aside. And I will put here inside some double-sided tape. I have to measure first my eyelets and make the holes. This is an 8.5, so that means 4.5 is the middle. Here is the middle. My middle. This is a 3-inch. Maybe here at 1 and at 2 inch I will do my eyelets. Then it's not too tight in the middle. Or should I do this a little bit smaller? Good question. Maybe a 1/2 inch between these 2 eyelets. Then it has to be here and here. 1 inch or a half inch? This is about 1 inch, and this is about a half inch. I think I will go with the half inch. Yeah, it looks good anyway. If it's a half inch or a 1 inch, this is really not a big deal. Sorry, but you will see nothing. I have to do this like this. So I put here these ring over my eyelet, and then I try to shuffle this. So I'm sorry. I bet you were laughing. So I have here my eyelets, and then I have to start to place these mesh pieces. So I start with the first double-sided tape. I have to try this. We still can rip this off. This is no problem. I think I like this. I think I will do this exactly as this is, and I will let these bow already here in the middle, and then I can secure last time with some double-sided tape, and I go over all these mesh and secure this. So this looks nice, and the same on here. So I like this. Yeah. If this would be a wedding album, I think I would glue some rhinestones here on that mesh, but in this case I don't do this. We can only or still can put here some flowers inside of the bow. Maybe. We will see. But this is too much bulk at the moment. This will be the last step, one of the last steps. My front cover, there will be some lace, definitely some lace. And I have this one here for the front. On the back side I will do only some seam binding. So this goes on here like this. Then let me put some double-sided tape on it, and I will go with my red tape. This is, I think, the strongest tape I have. Okay, we place this on here. And this is really pretty because it ends really here at these floral part. And on top of here I will have this ribbon on here. So I need again some red tape, but I think this is too thick. Yeah. So then I will use this one. Right in the middle. I give them a good press. now I can go to the inside. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This will be a really, really pretty cover. There will be much things on it with cutouts and flowers and a frame and yeah, nicely things. Okay, we will do this again with the lace. The other options I don't like. This is so far the cover from the outside, and now we can go to the inside. And we will cover up this one fully. this is what I thought of all these laces. We get some liftings. I will see how that I can manage. Okay, we are going to the binding, and I think we have to do a closure. You see this? There is so many papers here inside. The gap between these two pieces has to be a little wider because of the thickness of the cardstock, and I don't, yeah, I forget this. But now it is too late and we have to do a closure. For this I have an idea. The only thing that I have to change is my binding. Normally I would do a binding that overlaps here, but then there has another layer of paper going into that groove. So I will do a stack the deck, and I pray that this will not get off. For the binding, we need 2 pieces of paper. In the heights it's an 8-inch, and the width from the first one is 5 1/4 by 8-inch, and the other one is 3 1/2 by 8-inch. And we have to score on both pieces a 3/4 and a 1/2 inch from both sides. So I turn this and I score again 3/4 and a 1/2 inch. Here is the same, 3/4 and a 1/2 inch. Then I turn this, three-quarters and a 1/2 inch. I will remove all my pencil marks. Then I fold my fold lines in both directions. So I have to do this in the middle. So let me put some tape on the binding. Not too close to my fold lines. And here we have to do also some double-sided tape all over this middle part. And what I also will do is I will place here on the 3/4 inch pieces these wings on the left and right end, also some tape. This will be the hinge where we will glue down our pages. So I will do there also some tape. So, just a quick check if I have to trim this already slightly more down or if this will fit. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I will glue these two pieces together and then I will make this a slightly smaller. This is perfect, yeah. Okay, then we can glue this in our book. And I have here still these little mark where my middle is, and I will do this here the same. I will mark here my middle. I will set this aside, putting some weight on, and let this dry. And in the meantime, we will prepare the tunnels and our pages. So here are my pages and my 4 tunnels. On my pages, I did on the back side some double-sided tape on every page, and I make the number of the page and where is the top, because in my Cosmos I did some mistakes to glue things upside down. So in this case I want to go for sure that I have the right direction. So then I will start to glue the first page here on my tunnel. Just a quick check. How does this looks later on? Like this. Then I will remove here the back sides. So all my pages are prepared now, and then I will see if my binding is dry enough, and then we will glue in the pages. For the inside, front and back, I think I will do only some easy peasy simple pocket pages for some more tags. Maybe it's not enough for space for some pictures, so we can do there some picture mats inside. So my cover. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then we will start to glue in the pages. So I'm starting with page 1 and 2. Here I forget to cut my edge. So I remove here the back side of the tape, and I put some art glitter glue on both sides, and then I will slide in my tunnel. I will use better the fine tip. I have a good tape, but yeah, for me, I am a safety girl. I need some wet glue to secure my pages, and it gives me a few seconds of time to place my pages not too close to my fold line, just a few millimeters away. And then I can glue this down. So I will press this on my hinge. So the next one will be the last page, this one. So the pages are all in. And I think, yeah, we don't have too much space on the front and the back. I'm not sure if I will do any pockets on there. Maybe only some solid cardstock, not some design paper with 1 or 2 picture mats, decorated picture mats. This, I think, will be enough. And we need the closure. Yeah, I think we need a closure. For the closure, I thought I would do again something here with these mesh. This is elastic, a little bit elastic, and I will do here these crystal button here on top, and with a loop we can close this. So I will first make here a hole in the middle for my button. Eight and a half means 4 1/4. And I guess a 1 inch from the corner will be here. This is good. Okay. And then I will make here a hole inside. So we have to secure this from the back side, and I do this with a paper clip. I need a paper clip. So and this I will secure with some double-sided tape, and this holds my button perfectly in the position I need. So some double-sided tape. Number 1, and then we need the mesh. This is good. So this is the inside so far. The decoration for here, the inserts, and here this cover I will do off camera, because now I will go to the fun part to decorate all my things on the cover, on the front, and all the things I have for the outside. I have flowers, many flowers. I don't know which one I will use or how many I will use. I have here this lavender, and I have this frame. We need a nice background for this, and I will start with the background for this one here. I have chosen these two papers, and I am not sure which one I will use, this one or this one. I'm a little bit more in of this, because here it says Lavender Farm, and this is also the title from this paper collection. So I think I will go with this one. So let me cut this. So this is the frame. And now we have to see where we want to glue all these things. I will have this one 3-dimensional. This has to go up. And I have here from these chipboard. Let me see how many pieces I will use. 2, 3, maybe 4. Let me cut 4 pieces. So this could be nice. So, and then we need here from these lavender.